Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, unless of course you're new here, in which case hi, hello, my name is Ashley, and welcome to my random little corner of the internet. As you can tell from today's title, we are doing my TBR game to figure out my August TBR. If you are new here and have never seen my TBR game, I did base it off of the Secret Garden. I hand-painted my board myself because I decided to be crafty one day and was like, I'm going to make myself a TBR game. And I absolutely adore the Secret Garden. So here we are, I have like the robin and the key and the gate and then, you know, yada yada. We go from the gate to this cute little gazebo patio thing I created. I don't know. I could have done the swing. The swing would have been better, but it's fine. Here we are. And then, if you have been here before, you knew that I had like handwritten my prompts and stuff like that. I printed them out. I made new ones. They're nice and pretty. I might laminate them in the future. I don't know. But for now, I'm very happy with these. I use these cute little letter stamps to put the category, that's the word, the category on the back. And I did add a few prompts in some places. But yes, I have age and format are our light purple spaces. I have author cards, which is red spaces. I have genre cards, which on the board is like a creamy color, which is kind of the same color. It's like a peachy cream color. Then I have the dark green spaces are cover cards. The dark brown spaces are guest choice, which is my husband, my daughters, my son, and my cats. Oh, and my sister. So, the light brown cards are title cards. Anything having to do with title. I go turquoise. Turquoise are number cards. So this could be like page length number, ratings numbers, years. Like I think I put one in here. It was like publish the year you were born, things like that. So it has to do with numbers. Here we go. And then I have one. It's the biggest stack that is just random prompts that didn't really fit in any of the other categories. But yeah, usually what I would do is I will roll, move, and then figure out the book. But I think this time I am going to roll and figure out all of my prompts at one time and then figure out the books. That way, if I decide that a book that I'd already chosen for another prompt fits another prompt better, I don't have to like shuffle and then refigure out. I can do it all at one time. So that is what we are going to do. So I'm going to switch you guys to an overhead view so that you can see the board, and we're going to start rolling. Oh, it fits oh so nicely. I have a new desk, and it fits on here nicely, and I'm not worried about trying to fit it on a tiny little surface. So, yeah. So, as always, our moving piece will be my adorable little Mary Lennox pen. And we are going to be rolling 2 D6 die, so I hopefully don't end up with a bajillion prompts. So, first roll. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is a light purple. And so over here, we have age and format. So just an adult book. The thing about me is I typically read YA, so I don't have a whole lot of adult. But it's okay. I will find one. First prompt. Roll. Number 2 is a 2. Okay. We're doing great. So that is a purple, a dark purple. We're going to come over here to a random prompt, and that is a retelling. I have plenty of these, so we will find a good one. Next up is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is another dark purple, which is another random card, which is a book that has a prologue. Pretty certain I have plenty of those too. Also, this is random to talk about here, and I'll probably talk about it again when we pick the book. Do you skip the prologue? I've heard this, that people will skip the prologue. But, like, that's part of the book. And I'm confused why you would skip it. I don't know. Put me in the comments below. Do you skip the prologue? Okay. Roll. Number 4. I'm only 2 dice thinking I'm going to get higher rolls. And these are not high rolls. Anyways, 3. We got a 1, 2, and a 3. That is a guest choice. Who do we have? Alrighty, my cats are going to pick one. This is a fun little, trying to get them to to pick something, but it's fun. I've done it once before. Hopefully it'll work again this time. And that'll be tagged in probably after I do this before I pick my other books. Alrighty. Roll number 5. Whoop. That is an 8. There we go. That's a big roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost hit a hole. And 8. That is a light brown, which is a title card. And that title is, or that prompt is, contains a word from the title of your last read. This is a new prompt in here, and I stole it from like another readathon that I had done. This is going to be interesting. Because the books that I'm currently reading right now, I have 3 books I'm currently reading right now. And that is The Floating World, A Man Called Of, and The Diviners. So this is going to be interesting. Okay. Roll number 6. There we go. That's a big roll. So we have 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whew! Again, almost hit that dark, or that hole. But that is another dark brown, which means another guest choice. And that is an Alex pick. That is my son. He is currently napping. So this will be an interesting as well. So we will get that clipped and figure that out. And what I am assuming, hopefully, will be my final roll. Obviously, we can't roll a 1, so we're not going to land in a hole. But hopefully, we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, that's our final roll. We end up in our gazebo. When I finish, I always just choose a random prompt. And that random prompt is going to be any special edition book. I subscribe to Fairy Loot, so I have so many special edition books. And I will decide which one I read. So let's go talk about the prompts and pick books. Okay, so I am filming this part much later than the original part because I had to wait for Alex to wake up from his nap so he could choose his book. But here we go. So the first card that I pulled was a random prompt, and it was just, no, it's not a random prompt, sorry. It's an age/format, and it is adult. I don't physically have it, but if you've watched my videos at all this year, then you know that I am doing a book swap with my sister, and more than likely, it's going to be an adult book. She doesn't really do YA unless I give it to her for my end. This particular month's theme or prompt is the main character is nothing like you. I am giving her Blood Justice by Terry J. Benton Walker because I absolutely love that. Sorry, no, the first one is Blood Debts. Yes, the first one's Blood Debts. Absolutely love that duology. Right now it's just a duology. I need Mr. Benton Walker to write more because it definitely doesn't end with an ending. Like, it can give us more in this world, but according to some replies on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, it might be done, and I don't want it to be done. I need more. But anyways, that's the book I'm giving her. I don't know what she's giving me yet, but I'm going to put it here on the screen because hopefully by the time before I edit and post this, she will have given it to me, so I can put it here on the screen. Okay, so I'm going to insert myself here. My sister did give me a book, obviously. It is They All Had a Reason by Michelle Leathers. However, it is not adult grade. This is definitely a YA book, which is totally fine. However, that does mean that I needed to find a book that was an adult book. And when I filmed originally, I was assuming that it would be an adult book because that's usually what she reads. I'm not mad about it. It is what it is. However, I did get my hands on the 9th volume. Ooh, let's see. Get it out of, there we go. I did get my hands on the 9th volume of Saga, which is very much an adult graphic novel, nudity, gore, all that jazz. It's very much an adult graphic novel, and I'm super excited to read it because I've very much been enjoying the story. I think there's been 10 volumes so far, so I do have to get, ooh, I want a Lion Cat pen. I know, it's a little bit of a tangent. Anyways, yes, so for my adult card, I'm going to read Saga, which is written by Fiona Staples and Brian K. Vaughan, or one of them's the illustrator. Either way, great series. I really do enjoy this. So yeah, all the other books should be fine. going forward in the video. There shouldn't be any reason for that. And then the wrap up at the end. I don't know, I'll put across the screen that it also includes Saga. And I'm sure it's good. So far, I haven't hated any of the books that she's given me. So, it should be good. Hopefully it's like summary. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways. And then, the next card that I picked was, this one was a random card. And it was a retelling. These books aren't necessarily retellings. They are, but they aren't if... Sometimes they're retellings, sometimes they're like continuations. I would say this is kind of both. I'm going to be reading Part of Your World by Liz Bracewell. And this one is What If Ariel Had Never Defeated Ursula? So this is part of the Disney's Twisted Tale series, where it takes the story of the Disney story, the Disney movie that we know, and kind of changes things. Some of them are continuations, like they take place after the story that we know. I read the Hercules one, which is Go the Distance, which takes place completely after. Meg has to become a god and all that like that. Changes nothing from the original story. Whereas I read Almost There, which is the Princess and the Frog Twisted Tale. And it does change, because instead of getting rid of the Shadow Man and refusing his deal, she takes the deal. And things happen. I don't want to give up way too much, but like that's the point of like the what if at the top is what if she had made the deal. So it kind of changes it, but it's also a continuation. Whereas this, it kind of seems like the same thing. It's just like, what if she never defeated her? So like this is going to be like a continuation where it just kind of changed to the end. But changing the end, still, I'm counting it as a retelling. Everybody else says the Twisted Tales are retellings. We're counting it. So, Part of Your World by Liz Bracewell. Next up was a book that has a prologue. Like I asked in the original, like when I pulled the card, do you read prologues? Because they're kind of important to the story. Like, I know people are always like, well, it takes place hundreds of years in the past, but yeah, but it's always something. Like, oh, they found this book in this closet. Okay, well, that book's gonna be important later. Or, I don't know, something. And it like, that's one of my pet peeves is when people are like, oh yeah, I don't read the prologue. Why? That author wrote that too. It's kind of insulting. Just saying. So yes, anyways, it was a random card, has a prologue. I'm going to be reading This Princess Kills Monsters by Rye Herman. I got it from Book of the Month. It sounded really fun. On top of the fact that, like, this cover is really nice. I'm trying to make it to where the light doesn't glare on it, but, like, the hot pink colors, and it seems summer and warm and fun, on top of the fact that it says The Misadventures of a Fairy Tale Stepsister. So it just sounds... I've said fun 1,000 times, and I'm going to keep saying fun. And the naked book is pink. That's always fun. See? Told you. I always laugh when people are like, I'm going to put a cute count at the top, because every time, like, when they're unboxing, everything is cute. Everything is fun, apparently, for these books. I don't know. So, has a prologue. It's going to be This Princess Kills Monsters, which is awesome. Alrighty, the next one is the cat pick. So I'm going to stop talking for a moment, and I'm going to insert the video of me trying to get my cats to pick a book. Okay, here are the 3 books that I picked out for my cats to choose from. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of their food on top of each one and see what happens. I don't know how well this is going to go. Hey. Nico, come here. Minerva, anybody? Hey, come here. Oop, here comes Nico. Are you going to eat something? You sniff at it? There he goes. Alright. Oh, wait. No. Yes. Okay. He is eating. He ate. So, Problematic Summer Romance it is. Alrighty, as you guys can see, thankfully, they chose Problematic Summer Romance. I absolutely adore Ali Hazelwood. I'm not a smutty reader, but the way that Ali writes has got me hooked, and I can just kind of skim over the smut, and it's fine. I am so excited to read this. I am a little worried because when you look at it on Goodreads, it says that it's Not in Love Book 2, and I haven't read Not in Love yet, but, like, there's no... Like, they're not the same characters, and I'm kind of hoping I'm not screwing myself over here. I might need to do some more research, but I definitely, obviously, want to get to this in the summer. Otherwise, like, I don't want to read problematic summer romance in the middle of October or something, you know? So I'm gonna hope. I'll do some more research and see, but, like, I think I'm okay. We'll see. You can tell me in the comments if I'm not okay and, like, I'm gonna be confused about people or something. But anyways, for now, what we're going with, the cats chose Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. Okay, so the next one was a title card. And it was, contains a word from the title of your last read. Okay, so I am currently reading 3 books. Because, you know, always. Technically this time around I have 2 audiobooks. And then I have a book that I'm reading on my Kindle. I have 2 audiobooks because one I'm listening to with my daughter when we're in the car together, going to dance class or whatever. And then I have one that I'm listening to on my own. And then I have my other book that I'm reading. I also called it A Man Called Of. It's Uwe. It's not Of. It's spelled O-V-E, but it's pronounced Uwe. Audiobook is great because it's J.K. Simmons. The first book was The Diviners. I'm not gonna use the. It's such a cop out. So obviously I'm not gonna find another book that just says Diviners. And then A Man Called Uwe. I honestly didn't have. I had one other book with the word man in it. I looked on my spreadsheet that I have, and I typed in, like, search and find man, and it kept giving me, like, Amanda or Schusterman or something like that, because, like, it's, like, the word man is in the name, but, and then I had The Hanged Man, but I've already read it, so we didn't go with that one. And then I have The Floating World by Axio, is the book I'm reading on my Kindle right now. And so, obviously, floating is a weird one to find, but I did have a couple that had world. I had 2, actually. I already chose one as my retelling. This is why I decided to go this way, because if I hadn't, I would have been, like, struggling to figure out, wait, which one do I do, and blah, 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 blah. So, I had 2 books that had world. We already saw Part of Your World by Liz Bracewell. And then I have The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry. This is, in fact, Emily Henry's debut novel. I don't remember when I got it. I want to say I got it at Goodwill or something. And, like, I honestly haven't read anything by Emily Henry. No reason to not. I own this one and I own Book Lovers. Haven't read either one. For no reason other than just I haven't yet. I hear she's delightful. I hear her writing's great. You know, debuts are always a little iffy if whether or not, you know, they're doing all right. I know at one point in time this did end up on my TBR because I had a Natalie pick, which is my oldest daughter, and she picked it purely because the main character's name is Natalie. So, hopefully I will actually get to it this time. It sounds cute. So, you know. Hello? The cat is at the door. Okay, so the next card... The next card was another guest pick, and it was Alex. This is my 2-year-old. So now I'm going to insert the video of him choosing this book. Okay, Alex has These Summer Storms, Out of the Blue, and The Ministry of Time. Can you pick one for Mommy to read? Hey, can you pick one? Hey, can you pick one? Alex, hey, can you pick one? Can you pick one for Mommy? That one? Okay, thank you. So, as you can see, it was very adorable because he's very adorable, if I do say so myself. He chose Out of the Blue by Jason June. I have so far very much enjoyed everything I've read by Jason June. I have read Jay's Gay Agenda and Riley. I know it was a clip of it in the back of this. It's Riley Seeger. Needs a date to the Gabutante Ball. Is that what it is? Riley Weaver. Riley Weaver needs a date to the Gabutante Ball. I enjoyed both of those very much. This is, you know, mermaids, fun, summer, gay, love it. I'm excited. Again, it's another book that is, there's something wrong with my eye. It's another book that is very, got summer vibes, and like I wouldn't want to read it any other time but in the summer. So yeah. And then our last book was our ending prompt. Always is a random book or a random prompt. And we got special edition, which luckily for me, like I said, when I pulled it, is that I get Fairy Loot. I do subscribe to Fairy Loot. And so all of the books are special editions. And I chose, just because again, it sounds really, really fun, and I've been looking forward to reading this, is A Language of Dragons. It's glaring. But it's A Language of Dragons by S.F. Williamson. And here we have like the special cover with some printed edges, and then the naked jacket or naked book is nice, and the end papers are nice. So see, we got a nice special edition book, and I am excited to read that as well. So yeah. So I think this month it's a bit, but the kids are going back to school, so that's nice. I think hopefully I have high hopes. I have high hopes. I think it'll be okay. So yeah, we have Retelling is Part of Your World. Has a prologue. Is This Princess Kills Monsters? For cat pick, the cats picked Problematic Summer Romance. For a book with a title that has a word, the same word, a book with a title has a word that's in the same title. I can't talk, but you know what I mean. They're same words in the same title. So the word world is in The Floating World by XAO and The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry. And then Alex picked Out of the Blue by Jason June, and special edition cover is A Language of Dragons by S.F. Williamson. And then, as always, the adult prompt is the book that my sister chose, which is this one here. That's it. Yeah. Sounds like a fun month. It sounds summery and beachy, and like, I mean, Part of Your World is underwater, and some Problematic Summer Romance, and Out of the Blue. And then the colors on the front of The Princess Kills Monsters, I don't know. It gives summer. So I'm hoping for like fun summer vibes as these kids go back to school and life slows down just a little bit. I say that. It's not. It's ramping up. Dance season's also starting, so it's a lot, but it's okay. Okay, so that's gonna wrap up this video. What are you guys reading in August? Are you doing a readathon? Are you just randomly picking books off your shelf? Do you play a TBR game? You know, what are you looking forward to reading? A lot of these I'm really excited to read. I'm really excited to read some Problematic Summer Romance. I keep like putting the words in the wrong order. Really excited to read that one because, like I said, love Allie Hazelwood. But yeah. Alright, that's going to wrap it up. So if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button as well as the bigger subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're always notified every time that I upload. And until next time,